How's it going, YouTube? It is Lako here, and here are the results from round 2 of BRL in the Australian Grand Prix. We got P5, and that race wasn't the greatest. We went with the 0 stop. We definitely should have pitted. Currently P4 in the Constructors Championship. It's going to be like that, and probably lower as we continue onward because, we still are trying. Wait on Purple Hippo. Currently P4 though in the championship. We're actually tied for third, but because Zach had the finish of P2, he technically owns that tiebreaker. As he's had the better finish this season so far than I have with my third and fifth. But other than that, onto the qualifying session here, and I gotta say our setup was really based off of just this main straight and just the DRS zones, really. We have a literal rocket ship of a car in the straights, but when it came to anything that wasn't a straight, we were pretty much suffering the lack of time. But this lap was probably one of my best ones ever. In terms of Spain, like even in time trial, I felt like it's just this lap felt really good, and there was still room for improvement, of course. But our qualifying has been pretty good this season. I say so far the first 2 rounds our luck has really turned out for us in terms of we haven't had the only issue we've had in 2 races so far is tire strategy. So this race we're gonna hopefully make the right decision, and that's what we can hope for, as we're nearly 7/10 up here on this final run here. The fact that we improved that much just showed how bad our first lap was. But, that is going to be it for the qualifying session. We end up starting P3, and we'll see how we go on from there. I'll see you guys at the end of the video. However, I am not starting on this compound. Alright, there we go. It's a flowy track, so I'll do 33.6, but we are going to be on the hard tires. Gonna just ride these puppers out and see where it takes us. P3 on the grid, but I do expect to be overtaken a lot, so we're gonna see what we can do here. Okay, we have a mixture of hard tire users, so good. Virtual safety car already off the bat here. All right. Oh my god, why is my braking terrible? Getting a little oversteery here. But this is honestly just a waiting game here. Because with us constantly pressuring it with our speed, he should make a mistake eventually. And we'll be on the better tire. His cooldown lap, or his warm-up lap's gonna be really painful. He went wide there too. But we just gotta play smart, guys. Very smart. Don't get greedy. We will overtake him. Right there. Now, we're just gonna leave them in the dust. Like, we're gonna just dip as fast as we can. Because, yeah, they're going to be pitting it soon. I mean, we have the tire grip advantage. In terms of tire wear. Sorry, tire wear advantage, not grip. I still think they have better grip than me, but I'm also a slow car in the corners anyways, so... My fucking rears, man. I don't have VRS. I'm gonna have to let him through. I won't fight him. I mean, we'll just overtake him anyways. We should probably... Ah, man, I don't know. Do we just try to take advantage of him? Oh, there's a crash. Could that help us? Safety car? No, that would not help us if there was a safety car now. I need everyone to box for me to have good fortune in the safety car. Alright, no ERS anymore. We will not use battery for anything else. I'm on harvest mode? Harvest? Recharge on, recharge on. Never mind, I'm pitting. What's he going on? Is he going on softs? He's going on mediums. Alright. Come on, guys. Go, 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 go. You know what? I think I'm gonna push for fastest lap here. I'll push for it. Wow, that wasn't fastest lap. Crazy. All right, well, it was worth going for it. Jay's just quicker with his setup compared to mine. We're a rocket ship, but we need so much help when it comes to corners. Sector 2, Sector 3. Oh no, Owen spun, I think. So that means JX, I think, is P6. Alright, final lap of the race. Let's bring it home. Let's secure the podium. Because that's what we're here for, baby. Ooh, Euronate's snagging the fastest lap. He's definitely on those soft compound tires. If I had a bigger gap between braided and Koff, I would, but yeah, there's just no chance for that. Overall, great race. I mean, the hards we slacked, and our setup is just not the same compared to Zach and Jay's, so we'll take what we get. Because, yeah, honestly, P3, not bad. Zach is getting really good, so yeah, we'll just see what he does. I mean, he had an amazing. I don't think Jay even like lowered the gap. I think Zach just kept climbing. But yep, that was a good race. Just guy. So Zach's gonna be the winner of the race, and it's gonna be another P3 per Haas. Another P3 for the boys back home. Oh, what a race. I am winded. Alrighty, so Zona getting his driver of the day, and for us, P3, a good podium. Once again, though, that this is the unofficial results until we actually see them in the next video. But that will be a sprint weekend at Austria. For us, it is another P3. It's our second podium of the season and Zach's first win in BRL. But yeah, without further ado, here is my interview with race winner Zach. Hello, welcome to the interview portion of the video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the Spanish Grand Prix through my perspective. It was a really fun race on my end, but it is now time for, I'm thinking it's starting to be a fan favorite segment of this. The amount of reach outs for potential interviews is blowing up. So we're going to bring in the guest of Zach, your race winner in Spain, the driver from Aston Martin team. Zach, welcome on in.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I mean, I think the very first thing we got to get into, the very first question, you know, you've been in BRL, I think, for 2 seasons now. It's your first race win. I mean, how does it feel?
Feels really good. Yeah, Zona gave me a lot of crap for having a race win before me, but it feels good to have one in my name. So.
Oh, sorry. For now, we're gonna go beyond your race because it was a little bit of a boring segment. You were just first, and that was all it for you. So into the league perspective now. With this win, you're guaranteed in the top 3 in the Drivers' Championship. Do you think you have a chance this season? Is this Zach's chance?
I think I will only have a chance if Tagmata decides he doesn't want to race anymore.
All right. I you know what? That's a pretty good answer. I mean, he has won the first 2 rounds. This is the first round without Tag, and it was just all you in a sense. But, you know, I still think Australia was your track if you just didn't get the in-game time penalties on your...
Yeah, just a few pixels.
And then
unfortunately ruined my race.
Yeah, and I mean, it's you and Zona once again, tag duo. Zona, you know, people don't really know, but he's a, you know, one-shot wonder in the qualifying sessions. I mean, I guess my question to you is that just his go-to strategy, or is it just because he likes the challenge of climbing through the, I guess, leaderboard?
You know, he doesn't want to be in the midfield chaos. He wants to start near the back, so he goes out, does his 1 lap, comes back in, and, you know, he lets other people make the mistakes, and he just, you know, does his drive and doesn't look back on it.
Yeah, I mean, in this race alone in Spain, I believe he finished P7 after starting, I want to say 11th or 10th, but I mean, he's climbing. I think you guys in the constructors are looking really good so far. I think you're also top 3 in the constructors after this race. Of course, as we're saying this race, there's potential of incident reports going on in the background. You'll see the actual results in the next video beginning segment. That's just how I do things, so I can get these videos up right away. But you know, one final question I got for you. Thoughts on our first ever sprint weekend coming up in Austria?
It's gonna be a little crazy, especially if they do the top 10 reverse grid. It'll put some of us in the midfield when we aren't normally supposed to be in the midfield, and you know, crazy things can happen there. So it'll be fun, but looking forward to it.
Okay. Now, just like with Jay, just to close things off, is there any bold predictions coming in? It could be about yourself, your teammate, or just anyone on the grid for Austria. Do you have a wild guess out there?
I'm gonna say, based on the sprint race, I think for the actual Grand Prix, Owen's gonna get pole. Owen's gonna start pole.
Owen on pole. I like that. That's a pretty good one. All right. Well, Zach, thank you so much for your time here. Really appreciate it. And it was great having you.
Yeah, no, I had fun. Thanks for having me.
Hello and welcome to the post-race interview segment of this video. Yeah, I mean, to get things right off the bat, I think we finally executed a good strategy in this race. You know, the first race with Bahrain, we went with a very conservative strategy of the medium to hards. And then Australia, we just didn't pit at all. That was our biggest mistake. But this race, we've really benefited in the kind of setup we had. I will say our hard stint was a little bit difficult. I would say the first like 4 or 5 laps, I was having really bad issues. Just, I think, nailing the braking points. Because, yeah, it took a lot of effort. I mean, we had a fight with the Alfa Romeos for quite some time in this race because just couldn't find the braking point very well. But, yeah, I would say, you know, the only flaw is we just didn't do well on the hard tires. I mean, this setup, it was very obvious in the lobby that we were a absolute rocket ship down the straights, but on the rest of the track, we had a lot of issues keeping it under control. So, yeah, I mean, the fact that we were able to catch cars without even using ERS, just DRS alone was insane. And, you know, cars that had DRS on us, we didn't have to really push at all. Like, I had to do a little bit of ERS management, but not a whole lot. I mean, we really benefit on the, you know, better tire with the grip. But, yeah, hard tires was just our little only flaw. We just couldn't catch the leaders of the race. I mean, Jay and Zach were just... Zach was on another level that Jay couldn't even catch up with, and then Jay's setup entirely was so much better than mine, and I had to fight the Alfa Romeo, so there was just no shot of me really catching anybody in this race. But overall, really happy with the result. It's another podium. We are, you know, 2 third places in the season and a 5th place, so, you know, this might be a George Russell season for us where, you know, we just consistently finish top 5 and we'll be good. We could, you know, really go for a fight, but championship hopes might be a little slim. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how we do. But overall, good race.